Hi, I'm so excited to share with you today some information about our upcoming foundational training, Discover the Power of Conscious EFT, Spring 2024 cohort. I'll share lots of the content detail information in a little while, but I just want to start with the heart of the training, with my heart about why I care about doing this so much. You reach a certain age in life and the meaning of things changes. And so the meaning of Discover the Power to me, it's really about how can I make a really profound, impactful change in the lives of the people who come to this training. If I can offer a safe environment and really inspiring content, then I know I will have a ripple effect, not just in the attendees' life, but in everybody that they touch, their family, their friends, their colleagues, their clients. And that's what is so meaningful to me about this. So in order to do this, I need to provide you with an actual experience. Discover is not about you seeing, my skills as a therapist and a coach. It's not even about trying to convince you about how powerful conscious EFT is. It's about giving you an opportunity to try it, right? You an opportunity to get your feet wet, you an opportunity to make a mess, and to receive the kind of support and help right there and then to clean up the mess, to get the learning right there. So two things then. Number one, I have to keep the numbers in this training very, very small. I'm talking about less than 24 people. And that then creates the kind of container where each person can have their own unique experience of this and get that feedback right in the moment, get their questions answered, get the mentorship right in that moment where they need it. The second thing then is I need to provide mentors, actually people who have been down Nefty's pathway to power and who are so excited about what we're doing here that they come back and offer their services. And so you'll find, for every 6 people who come into this training, we have a mentor who's available then, who goes into the breakout room, who's right there as we're practicing these skills. And I think that's something else I want to say too, that this is not a training where you sort of sit back and you turn your video off and you drink your coffee and you just kind of wait. It's like, when is this going to be over? Right? I don't know about you, but I've been in a lot of those trainings. This is about engagement. And so it's about me offering an experience which feels engaging to you, which feels safe enough that you can partake to the extent that you're comfortable doing. So I need to make it playful. I need to make it fun. I need to make it energizing. So yes, this is a virtual training. We're on Zoom for hours each day for 3 days. And so how can we make that such that our nervous systems are feeling supported during that whole time? So we have props, we have metaphors, we have music, we have dancing, we have tons and tons of breaks. We have all kinds of activities which create a space for learning, right? Because learning happens, right? Our brain is built to learn through playfulness and lightness. So this is very serious work. I take it very, very close to my heart. But one of the primary principles of conscious EFT is how do we make our coaching and therapy more pleasant for our clients? Like, safety and growth doesn't have to be hard work and it doesn't have to be unpleasant. And so I'm trying to practice what I preach here to create a container of pleasure and fun and lightness in order that our brains can take in the most learning possible. I've received lots of questions about the content of Discover the Power and how it works and all of that kind of stuff. So I put together a little slideshow to be able to cover that in as quickly a way as I possibly can. I'm going to go super fast here. And if I don't answer your question, then please reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions that I don't cover here. So this is specifically for the spring 2024 cohort of Discover the Power of Conscious EFT. And just starting with a reminder that conscious EFT is really about supporting the nervous system to grow beyond, to expand beyond the pull of its current trauma load into its new growth, its creativity, its aliveness, but doing so without this risk of re-traumatization that our traditional paradigms are working from. So Discover the Power's got 3 parts to it. And the first part is the self-study pre-training program. You get access to that as soon as you register for the course. It is a requirement for you to obtain your certificate of completion for Discover the Power. It is me sharing 6 videos of information that is a foundation for when we get together for our 3-day virtual retreat on June 6th, 7th, and 8th. And it's very important to do those modules because I'm making the assumption that that has been covered so that I can move right into the experiences while we're together. And then following our retreat, then there's follow-up virtual integration calls. Again, really important to have a place where we can come back together again and share, well, what's been happening? How is this going, integrating this into our life and into our work, to share with the like-minded group of people who've had that same experience. Oftentimes our friends, our family, they haven't had the experience. They're not going to get it to the same extent. That's the registration link for Discover, nefti.com, neftti.com/DTP for Discover the Power. This is our precious Candace. Candace is a master level conscious EFT practitioner and emotional success coach specialist. She works with neurodivergent people, particularly with youth, and she's just adding an incredible amount into that field. And she shares about her Discover experience, the launch pad into a new fulfilling career that I still have to pinch myself to believe is real. So here's what we're doing. My intention here is to inspire you, to help you feel confident, to be integrating this conscious EFT into your life and your work. Very, very personal experiences I've spoken about, very high touch training. You do receive a certificate of completion when you finish the pre-training and attend the 3 days of the live event. Very much skill-based learning, and introducing you to a brand new paradigm that will absolutely escalate your capacity to sustain your own transformation and that of your clients as well. So a little bit about the EFT pre-training. Again, you get access to it immediately. So the sooner you register, the more time you're going to have to play around with the modules. Yes, and I get very positive feedback on this pre-training program. And generally everyone says, Nancy, you say that 6 hours, but there's so much there. There's bonus materials. So lots for you to be playing with there. And plus you get access to the Discover workbook ahead of time too, so you can do some pre-reading around that. It's all structured into modules, it's videos where I'm presenting this information. And again, I'm trying to make it as interesting and playful and engaging as I possibly can. And then we come into the 3-day live event, June 6th, 7th, 8th. That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and 10 till 5 Eastern time. And it's broken down into, I won't say too much about this here, you can read about it, but it's very much structured into how we're going to approach the nervous system, ascertain what level of safety and stability it currently has, and then begin to choose interventions to support it to begin to emerge into these possibilities that weren't present before. And then the bonus integration coaching post-event 3 group coaching calls to support you in integrating your new skills and your new knowledge. And the cost of all 3, the entire program, all 3 parts of it, $1,000 Canadian for our Canadian people. That includes provincial sales taxes, and then just a close approximation for our US and international people, that's about $750 US. And another testimonial from Faye, who's a registered psychotherapist. I love what she says, or she really got the point of what it is I'm trying to do. Loved how you normalized and celebrated making mistakes. Oh, taking in the support of the mentors, her nervous system relaxes so that she can take in the learning more deeply. The idea of the experiential learning, this the scaffolding, so that by day 3, I was miraculously able to apply the conscious EFT model. I left feeling energized and inspired and exciting. And that is the general experience at the end of day 3. And we check in for our dominant emotion, and it's always some version of grateful, awesome, inspired, excited, um, and really, really ready and eager to bring this into our lives. Now, it just also, while I'm here talking to you, this is a very common question. Discover is the prerequisite. It is the foundational training. It leads the way for those people who are interested into a competency-based program, where by the end of this program, I'm attesting to your competency to create safety for your clients and to offer them very effective work in moving their life in the direction that they choose for it to go. So the harness program is offered once a year, starts in October, goes to the following July. It only enters, people enter only once per year. This program is really my heart and my soul. Very small number of people I take into this program. It's been sold out every year. I've offered it since 2012. Generally speaking, around a dozen people, maybe a few more, a few less, depending on who's applying. It does lead to dual certification as an EFT certified emotional success coach and a conscious EFT practitioner. More information about that on the website. You can join the waiting list right now, and that will, and I'll reach out to you and we can get you the information that you need. Now, just to say that after you finish the harness program, we're still together. This is a community that is developed in order to support and inspire each other throughout. That doesn't actually end. So we have the Engage program, which again is completion based, and it's a series of trainings over the course of the year, which continue to delve more and more deeply into the how to use the energy work, conscious EFT, for deeper transformation. And so that's our annual recertification program. And then for those who want to go on, I was mentioning Candace Fox is a master level practitioner. Again, this is competency based. I'm attesting to the quality of the work. And that again is a dual certification program, this time as an emotional success specialist and a master conscious EFT practitioner. There's the link again for registering for Discover June, Nefty, 2 T's in Nefty, nefty.com/DTP. Why would I like you to consider the June cohort? Well, the reason for that is if indeed you are contemplating the harness certification program, the June training is particularly well placed for that. So we do our virtual retreat at the start of June, and then we have our follow-up integration calls, which is basically going to take us toward the end of July. And then a little bit of time to continue to integrate all of that before you come into the harness program starting in October. Now, if I do offer the Discover training again at the very, very start of October, but oh my gosh, that is for the people who are then wanting to come into harness. That is a whole bunch at the same time, and there tends to be more overwhelm for the people who are going from September's Discover cohort into harness. So June is particularly well placed, and the other reason June is particularly well placed is because there is an opportunity after June Discover to reserve your seat for harness. And that is an early registration for harness, which comes with some bonuses, which I can share more with you. So those two reasons that June is a particularly good time to think about coming to Discover. So there it is. Again, if there's questions that I haven't covered here, or if you'd just like to reach out to me, that would be awesome. And let me stop my share so I can like look at you and just say thanks so much for listening to me. Thanks so much for your interest. And I really, really hope we get a chance to work together. Bye for now.